First, it's great to be back. It's year 9. I'm thankful for Rutgers. I'm thankful for an opportunity to coach these guys. The fans were awesome. It was great to see everybody today. Very worried about the game. As you can imagine, no tapes on a team that went to the NCAA tournament last year with a really good point guard. I thought we did a great job on him. Our bench came and gave us a huge lift. And we got a lot of work to do, but it's a good start. We wanted to be 1-0, and we are. And I thank you guys, for being here. And the cheerleading, I got to say it, the Riot Squad, the cheerleaders, the dance team, all the, the band. I mean, they make this place rock, and I appreciate it very, very much. Looking forward to a great 9th year here on the Banks.
We got coach and players. Jerry, Steve, you mentioned in the preseason you're going to be doing a lot of tinkering with so many new guys, seeing what combinations work. What did you learn about this group today, first and foremost?
Well, I say this all the obstacles. Just got Ace Bailey obstacle 5 minutes before the game. So, seasons are interesting. Everyone, press a button on a computer, and this is supposed to happen. And there's nothing that you can predict in college basketball or during a season. So, so we just tried, to go at it and get better from the last time we took the court. I thought our defense was much improved today. We got to rebound better. We got to do a lot of things, but I have a lot more players to decide from. Our bench was outstanding. Lathan came in, gave us great minutes. PJ Hayes' minutes were, and I really got J. Mike works. He had 2 blocks. He had 5 assists, 0 turnovers, and he guarded, I think he's their best player. It was 1 for 9 from the floor, so he changed the pace of the game, and J. Mike, done a really good job. But it was great to have Zebo out there and have our veteran team, out there. Jordan today gives us a lot too. So we got some different combinations. We can do a little bit, different things, and then hopefully we get Ace back soon, and he gives us another dimension too.
Brian and Bobby.
Steve, what did you make of Dylan's debut? And I guess, Dylan, what was it like for you to make your debut here at Rutgers?
I mean, it was a dream come true, to be honest. Coming here when I was little, watching my brother play, all them guys play. Now just getting a chance to play in front of this crowd, the Riot Squad, everyone. It's just crazy and honestly a blessing.
Coach?
It's a blessing. It's a blessing for me too. All of these guys, they came this year, took on the challenge that we put forth, and they have a lot of choices nowadays in college athletics. They picked us, and I'm proud Dylan did, and our freshman class, but Zebo and Tyson and all those guys picked us too. So, just great to have him. He's, as you saw today, multi-position, can do a lot of things on the court, and he's just, his best days are ahead of him too. So it's an exciting thing for Dylan Harper.
Bobby and then Craig.
Steve, similar one about Lathan. Your thoughts on his play and Lathan, your reaction to your first game and how you performed?
I felt great. Like Dill said, it's a blessing to be able to play in this environment and play with my teammates, my brothers. It was great. I felt great out there. Try to bring as much energy as I could and just play as hard as I can.
Yeah, Lathan was, rock solid from the beginning. He's improving every day. College is not an easy adjustment. He's lost weight. He's gotten better shape. He's learning. He could do a lot of things. He stepped out, 3. He could pass. He could rebound. And his best days are ahead of him too. So real happy, and he got the new haircut, which he's going to keep now too.
Craig?
Steve, like you talked about, this is year 9 here for you. Do you feel a palpable difference going into the season? And if so, what would you say it is?
Every year is exciting in its own, way, but every year is challenging in its own way too. So quick reminder with Ace, the challenges that come with your season, and, and having guys ready, is always, and early in the season is always a challenge. You don't know other teams the way you used to. They got all new roster. These guys had a bunch of new players. So you don't know how they're going to play together and all those things. But, I got a great staff. My staff, no one went in the portal. Excited that they're back. These guys wanted to be here, and they've done a really good job of working, and we still got a long ways to go. But, we're excited about the season. We're excited the fans showed up today, and we're going to continue to get better.
Gene and then Brian.
Steve, you talked about P.J. Hayes being a shot maker at media day. He gives you an efficient night off the bench, gives the young guys a lift. To have that veteran experience early in the year, season opener with some of the younger guys, how important is that to set the tone?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's, really important. Our blend of veterans and rookies, we have 5, freshmen just playing for the first time, and those guys have been around a little bit. Tyson Acuff's been a good leader, too, with that group. Jordan's been around. Martini, obviously, has been around. So to have PJ in that role, and he's played some, awesome basketball last year at San Diego. I mean, if you watch the films of him, he can really do a lot of things, and he's improving, too. He's improving his defense, his rebounding. So real pleased, to have him. He gives us a real big-time weapon, and obviously we need that.
Brian and Jerry, Steve.
What is Ace dealing with, and how long do you anticipate him being out?
Day to day. He got hurt in practice the other day, and so out of precaution, always want to make sure we take care of our guys, but it's day to day.
Specifically, what the injury is?
Yeah, it's just an injury that he got during practice, and I'm not anticipating this to be a long journey, but when he's ready to play, we'll play again. Just a basketball injury.
Jerry, Zach, what's it like for you watching your 2 freshmen who were up here performing the way they did in their first college game?
It was awesome. It was awesome to share the court with them. Like Coach Pike said, I think Lathan should keep this new haircut because he was a beast today, mean mugging. Great on defense in his position and shooting, and then Dylan was awesome as usual. No surprises there. So,
Steve, just from your perspective as a coach, how exciting is it to be able to look down the bench and see the number of guys you have, the number of options you have to put in, and is it fun to kind of experiment with these lineups which you've been doing out there?
These minutes, game minutes, are really valuable. It's hard to experiment sometimes when you're trying to win every game, but to have options, and I'm going to have to plug them in at the right places, but we can fight through injuries. We already proved that today. If we get in foul trouble, we have enough guys, and I think Tyson Acuff, as he continues to improve his injury, he's going to be a real viable. He's the 7th leading scorer in the country, so he can do some things too. So it's nice to look down the bench and have options. It's nice to look down the bench and have size. It's nice to look down the bench and have guys that can get a bucket and drivers. And the most important thing we got to continue to do is just share the game and get our defense up to snuff. And these guys have a chance to be really good defensively too. Excited about the options.
Kind of on that, Coach, what'd you think of the defense tonight? Anything that stood out? Anything you need fixing?
I mean, we had a stretch there where, as good as you can do, 20-0 run. I mean, they didn't score for 10 minutes, I think was the minute mark. So improving. We got a long way to go in that area. We'll break down film, and that's the other great part of this group. Like, I think, they learn and they try to incorporate, what we're teaching them, and film is a great teacher, and these guys are going to do a great job at devouring that. And where can we go if we really devour film, and these guys stay steadfast on being a good rebounding and defensive team, we could do a lot of things. And offensively, I can do a lot of things with them too, so it's exciting for me.
Last 2, Brian and Jerry.
Which play from Lathan were you more impressed with? The transition, spin, move, layup, or the behind-the-back pass to Jordan Durkheck?
He's an excellent passer, but what I was most excited about is that he went up and grabbed 8 rebounds. So, and he grabbed them in traffic too. So, I like seeing those things, but, it's a big step. He can rebound like that. He's going to be in a good place. So, I'm proud of him and how he attacked the rebounds today.
Jerry, just building on that, Steve, you mentioned rebounding a couple of times. What do you want to see from this team in terms of getting better across the board in that area?
Yeah, I mean, we got to offensive rebound better. That hurt us, but we've done a much better job, and I'll watch the film, but we're blocking out and we're doing things that we didn't do against St. John's. So, it's a work in progress. Got to find a couple guys now. Ace is a guy who can get you 10, 15 rebounds too. So, we got to get him back and another weapon. But everyone's got to do their job. I think we're going to be more of a team rebounding. Dylan's going to stick his nose in there. He's going to get 8 a couple of times. Zebo is as good a blockout guy, as there is in the country. Jordan's a good rebounder too, so we got to put it all together and make sure teams aren't getting second looks.
All right, guys, thank you so much.
Thanks so much for coming, guys. Appreciate it.